Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Terra Odyssey. How are all of you? Welcome to the full moon, and there's going to be a lunar eclipse, which is very exciting. This is all about beautiful transformational energy. So I think the question of the day should be, what is it that we don't understand right now? Are we missing some point? It's really time to gain some clarity and have a clear picture of what's truly going on within you and around you, okay? Because now is a time to decide what to discard and what to bring on board, for a more vibrant, wonderfully managed life, right? And we can do this with ease if we get rid of things that don't work for us, right? People, distractions, overdoing certain things, overworking, overindulging, whatever it is, to release that so we have a cool, calm path ahead of us that we can just walk with ease and calm, right? Decide what you want to see in the bigger picture and get focused and stay focused. That's absolutely what I have to do every morning when I wake up. I have an agenda. I like to get my video out to you guys. I like to meditate, have calm, feed my animals, all of that. And I stay focused. Like, I don't let my mind jump into where I have to be at 10 a.m., at 12, so on and so forth. I live moment to moment, really aware and enriched in that moment. And that's going to help you. Meditation, contemplation is going to help you get greater perspective on, your varying points of view, because throughout the day, don't we have a million different mindsets? We run into one person, they lift us, their vibrancy, their color, their healing, make us feel good, and we move in a direction that's helpful for ourselves. When we have focus, we're in a good head and heart space, we tend to do what's best for us and others around us. So that's what we're trying to maintain with this new full moon eclipse, is being in the correct direction, right? Knowing we're a clear channel of love, light, and well-being, that all is well in our life, that we have great mental clarity, that we're balanced in our emotions, we have financial abundance. How many of you guys woke up and one of the first things on your mind was, oh, how am I going to pay for that? Or the mortgage is due, or I need this and that. Financials, right? Often our head, we are habitual creatures. We go back and we work in patterns, right? This is us reestablishing the best possible patterns for us. So we feel good and we don't feel run down, that we know there's always evidence of abundance around us. And when we see that and we plug in, life becomes a lot more effortless, right? In all regards, in love, in clarity, in work, all of that. That's why I'm so happy. I've always had interest in the mystical, because I've always found it soothing, calming, and lifting. So whatever does that for you, really cleave to that, so you have a really remarkable reset button for this, right? I understand that habits can be hard to break, but I'm telling you what, after 30 days, if you do something, you drop sugar from something, you go to the gym that amount of time, you read, you educate yourself, you meditate, whatever it is, it becomes a habit. Again, the habitual kicks in, and then you see the results. And why not be dedicated to something great like yourself, as opposed to something that's destructive or distracting, right? So we have 3 choices today. We have the Grail Fairy, which is fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles. And that's a great card to begin with for the full moon and eclipse. Number 2 is the Midnight Prince. Ask for what you want. Be honest. The universe loves a decision. When we decide something, the universe is on board and spirit is on board to help us in every way possible, right? We have the Greenman's Bride, sacred union, commitment ceremonies, maturing into deep relationship. A lot of you guys have your soulmate relationships coming up in a really, really epic way. Oh, and by the way, a couple of you guys were asking about my rings. They're in the shop now, so if you want to go check everything out, everything's in there. And I made some more ruby bracelets. I know I have these beautiful Burmese rubies, and they were very hard to get a hold of, so I got some more and made some more bracelets as well. And I'm working on this necklace that I'm like, oh my goodness, it came out so beautifully. So everything is in the links below for that. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to let you guys take a deep breath, and I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. A deep breath. Really, really kind of refocus and ground and feel good. Now, I love this Grail Fairy, so we're going to begin with number 1. Now, this definitely speaks of the return of life, fertile ideas, good health, realizing that in all that we're trying to attain, if we go about it focused, balanced, and optimistically, those things will arrive for us. They really will. I was listening to some people from Mind Valley this morning, and there was this several times nominated Pulitzer Prize winning fellow that got on the bestsellers list. And, his main premise was, of course, we're all programmed and conditioned to behave a certain way, but instead of some of us rising to occasions, we lower ourselves to the fear factor of it and create these mindsets. Well, if I haven't done that before, it's highly doubtful I'm going to be able to now, which is the opposite when we plug into this kind of spirit has me, I can do this. Just because I haven't done something doesn't mean I can't. I mean, that's where we really have the big wins, when we step through that door with our beautiful, fertile ideas. I'm going to bring this up at the meeting. I'm going to talk to my family about this. I want to instigate this. There's no reason I can't travel to Europe. I can't change my career, open my own business, anything. You start with this, I can, in your head. You're speaking to yourself. You're using great inner dialogue. All of a sudden you realize, yes, I can have what I want whenever I want it. So let's see some of the things that are coming for you right now. You have your wish is granted. So what you've asked for is coming true. So know that at any given time, all we have to do is put our complete focus on something. What is it I want to do? Okay, I want to change a class. This the one I'm in is not particularly for me. I want to change my job. This environment isn't conducive to health and light and all of that. You're focusing in on that. You start taking the steps. All right, and I always work in threes. What can I do? I can talk to, the dean, my professor, my teachers, A, B, and C. You have to implement the steps. It's enough to wish for something, but after we have that focus, we have to implement a step. Then we get that beautiful kind of ball rolling and everything starts working and momentum is behind it. So what you've been asking for is going to come into fruition. I'd love for you to write that down this morning and really look at that, really magnify that energy of it coming true. A lot of you guys really want to open your own, you want to get into healing. A lot of you guys were commenting, you want to travel, you want to be more social and get out there and have a more enriching life. Some of you guys really want to look after your health. I feel like you're going to be really beautiful at this. And look at this. Healing, healed, and healer. Healing energy surrounds you in this situation. So right now you really do have profound angelic support and help in this endeavor. So feel that. I need to do that too. Like as soon as I asked Archangel Michael, we were almost missed the bus this morning. I did not want to drive an extra hour back and forth. So I started to get like head up and really impatient with Hagen because he needed this particular shirt. And he really does have 4 or 5 of the same shirt. And because of that, we almost missed the bus. But I took a deep breath and I said, by you acting anxious or uncooperative or whatever, you're adding stress with him, which actually that energy is contagious and it can frazzle people. So I took a deep breath and I said, okay, I'll wait out in the car. It calms. And I feel like we are always able to have this available to us in a really magnificent way. When we decide we're going to be helpful and loving and kind and calm, it really is wonderful. And your last message is love life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So if some of you are wondering if you're going to have reconciliations and you desire them, if you're going to have a little more closeness, higher compatibility by working through issues, talking to one another, or you're drawing in your soulmate and you really want to feel that connection and that love and that optimism right now, you're going to be able to do that. It's changing in that direction. Again, remember, we're conditioned to latch onto that fear when things don't come immediately or the way we expect them. And that's where all of a sudden negativity comes in and doubt. We want to release that because, again, we're starting new habitual behaviors. And when we expect the best, we expect good things to arrive. They just start to, right? We look for the best. As soon as I start doing that, my day switches to the optimal kind of attitude and all of that, and things work in my favor. So beautiful energy, group 1. Again, I feel like you're going to have really stunning and stellar ideas that are going to help kind of catapult you into the right arena of people noticing the right things and you being invited to really live a bigger life in a really fun way, in a loving way, in relationships, professional way, all of that. So beautiful. And remember, just a deep breath, focus. And what do I want today? What do I want to have and accomplish today? If you're feeling sensitive, it's like care for yourself, slow down, don't take on as much. You know, we have to learn to easily accept things that happen in life and absorb these experiences and realize they're temporary. Nothing lasts forever. So, how unfortunate or sticky something might seem at the moment, it's just a blip in time, and that's going to ease forward and provide a more smooth way in a very short while. That's what, if I'm ever in an uncomfortable situation, that's my go-to thought. Everything is super temporary, and this is going to vanish in a moment, and then I'm going to feel differently. So, beautiful energy, group one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And I still have a few spots available for a full moon reading. I do it tonight, and I get it to you tonight as well. The energy is very profound and wonderful, and I always feel like there's a mysticism, really impactful mysticism in these full moons, especially eclipses, and the energy provides a little extra something. It's like a little more electric. So you can email me and ask me if I have spots available, and then we'll get your topics and get underway. So, beautiful energy. Number 2 is the Midnight Prince. Ask for what you want and be honest. Again, the universe absolutely loves a decision. It loves when I said universe, or when we say universe, I would really like my soulmate to come in within 3 months. Here is my plan, A, B, and C. I would like this. When we're really fortified by knowing what we want, we automatically subconsciously move in that direction. It's like, boom, we kind of have this, it has gravitas. It really does. That idea, the mention of it, the thought of it, the idea, it has mobility, and it starts to move towards that. So once you identify, boom, the universe is like, we love it. We got a decision here. Let's go. And it's really wonderful. So for you guys, this could be a new business venture. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. If you've been thinking of opening your own business or changing work, whatever you want, if you're not getting the absolute fullest and optimal joy out of what you're doing, life will show you a different sort of movie. You know what I mean? When we have love and vitality and momentum behind what we're doing, like artists, you see them at work. Every morning I wake up, I'm always in a good mood because I know I get to do what I love, right? I made that choice, and I left what I thought was like a safe bet and income and all this, but I thought, there is no growth in this. I already know everything that I am to know about this, and I see people that stay in these industries wither and get really bummed out, whether it's corporate, certain things. If you don't have that utter joy and joie de vivre, move on. I feel like a good business venture is going to present itself to you, and you're just going to grab it by the reins, and you're going to make it into the optimal success. And all it really takes is, I love the mindset that, how can we have a bigger, better life if we don't try anything new? If we don't step out of our comfort zone and say, I allow myself to be a bigger, more expansive person. That's where the excitement comes, right? Like, I feel this every time when I step into New York. The possibility seems almost scarily endless and limitless. So you just look around. You're in Central Park. You look around. Everything you can do, learn, see, all of your 5 senses are alive. It's like that. Have that beautiful New York or Parisian state of mind that everything's available to me. My mind has all these super ideas that people are going to readily want to be a part of. What I'm thinking and I want to present and offer to the world is worthy. So get on that. You're going to be doing beautiful. Oh, you also have the You've Got the Power card. Use your abilities to resolve any situation. You can do it. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you need to itemize a few things to sort of get going, any little steps you take in that direction are going to add vitality, zhuzh, and power to all your options that are out there. Refocus only on that. Disregard everything else around you that's distractive. That's distracting and attractive together. So distractive. When somebody's so good looking, you're distractive by them. I feel like it's your time to shine. You're going to go out there. People are going to be like, wow, look at that. Would you look here? Whatever, whether it's writing something, creating something, I feel like you have got this absolute inner fire that's going to help you spark. I feel like a lot of you guys, for some of you, it is spiritual teachings. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. I'm having quite a few people that are coming to me for private reads that say, as they advance in their spiritual knowledge, this is something that is very interesting to them. This is something that's fascinating. They want to learn more. There's so many avenues when it comes to Reiki healing, crystals, meditation, word of mouth, positive influences, life coaching, all of this. A lot of you guys are really built for this and made for this. And I feel like just your light-hearted and beautiful perspective is going to be life-changing for a lot of people. And if it's something entirely different, that's fine also. There'll be different resonance with this. A lot of you guys, I just see you branching out and having this beautiful little side hustle where you're creating something, maybe holistic candles. Anything that you make from hand, I definitely feel like is a spiritual thing, because when we create anything, it comes directly from source and spirit, and that's where the beauty and the magic and the love and everything emanates from, right? This, like, who comes up with some of the ideas that we see for creativity, for art, for all of that, right? It is a spontaneous combination of a beautiful message and idea and picture from source. You work as a conduit and you create this beautiful thing, and that's what you're stepping into with this new energy and full, whoa, I almost knocked this over, full moon eclipse. It's so electric, I'm going to knock everything over. Really, you've got the power. Remind yourself that. Also say this to yourself: if anybody gets a little too in your personal space and is bothering you, or they're trying to bully or threaten you, realize you always have the power. You don't have to engage. You take a breath, you let that person burn their own kind of useless venom out on themselves, because it takes two. Don't give away your power. Somebody gets in and wants to provoke something in you and trigger you. It's game playing. It's ego games. Just take a breath and be like, another time, perhaps. That's like my favorite word. If anybody in my family is ever going crazy, I just say another time, perhaps. Diffuses it. What are they going to say? No, now, man, we're going to rumble. No. It's like, and that's sort of where some problems come in, is we anticipate these weird antagonistic events and they don't even take place. So let's keep our thought process on everybody's going to behave and want to row in the same direction. And then oftentimes what we picture comes about because we work with that energy to make it happen. So really, really magic energy right there. Love and light to you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you want a full moon read, I still have some spots, so go to my links, sign up. Everything is down there. I do it right on the full moon, and you get it back. I tape it this evening, but I don't always have time to upload it and get out to you the same night. 99% of the time I do, but sometimes I have to send you your links in the morning, because uploading all of that and things like that. But it's powerful, wonderful energy that resonates with clearance, hope, growth, and healing in a really epic way. So beautiful, you guys. And then all my links are down below too for my Etsy store and all my handcrafted rings and goodies. Thank you guys for your support and your beautiful feedback. You guys crack me up so much. Yesterday was awesome. Okay, you guys, now we're on to Greenman's Bride, which is number 3, Sacred Union, Committed Ceremony, Maturing in a Deep Relationship. I feel like a lot of you guys, you do have your epic love stories coming. You have what you've been wishing for. You have that beautiful love arriving. You have that amazing glory that's coming. Now we also have the affirmations. So to lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. I do this every morning. Like I was saying in my other grouping, I thought I was going to miss Hagen's bus this morning, which would have entailed all this extra driving. I took a deep breath and I said, everything's going to turn out fine. Don't add stress and drama to his arena, because then it will sidetrack him. So I just went out in the car. I got all excited about today's read and connecting with you guys, and I'm going to try to go live. So I got all excited about that, and I moved in a positive direction that all will be well. I have all the time in the world. Angels and spirits are always looking out for me. I will always have creative, fun activities. I am going to be plugged into the love and sense of connectivity. All of that, use those. There's so many affirmations, and I love the ones that say, everything will be fine. I am of calm mind. My body is healthy. These little things. And remember, when we say it out loud, it's extra impactful. So remember to do this. Now, you have the beautiful assertiveness card. So stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. You're going to have a few people asking you, hey, do you want to babysit for me? Hey, do you want to go to this stupid, useless party? Hey, do you want to come paint my house and mow my lawn and build a cathedral and dig out a lake for me, or whatever else people get up to and ask favors for? I remember I used to dread my phone ringing because people saw me as the go-to helper, and it was my own fault. And I wasn't a people pleaser. I could fill my day and be very effective, and I didn't I didn't ever like the idea of somebody not having a ride or not having stuff. And the thing is, I gave out that impression that I was always available because I would always put my needs kind of to the side. And then I had a certain awakening to that creates a sense of entitlement and disbalance in my life. So be assertive, no thank you, or I will get back to you. You know, it's as simple as that. You never have to, never have a knee jerk, yes, I'll do that, because usually that just comes from, you know, trying to dismiss that or fear or whatever. Oh, this person won't like me, or they'll be mad if I say no. You have the right to your time, resources, and everything. You never have to say yes. In fact, people in the long run, myself included, are much more respecting of somebody having their boundaries, personal space, and looking after themselves. You know, there's always that person that, you know, it's like you never know what you're going to get when you ask them, and you know, and then you have that person that's like, yeah, but then it's one of those things where it's unfair to do to yourself, to give up your time and energy to something that might not be worthy of you. You know, especially people, when they're so used to hearing yes, all of a sudden they're like, oh, what do you mean no? So again, really say what you mean and stand up for yourself. Oh, this came up in the last one too. Love life, the basis of your question. If it involves your romantic life, it's now changing for the better. Again, with this beautiful sacred union, I feel like a lot of you are really coming into the zone of your soulmate connections within the next couple months. You feel that elevation in your energy, your focus, that loving vibration. Your frequency is really buzzing beautifully, making you feel good, making you feel focused on the good and positive in life, right? It's like you just can't be stopped, because we know there's a choice right there. I'll just give you like an example. There is left, where you can say, oh my God, this is going to be hard. I have to pay this bill. Oh, this, you're lamenting about everything. And then you feel heavy and you feel tired and all of that. And then you go right and you think everything is doable. I can choose to do things in my own sweet time. I'm going to relax and take it slow. I'm going to savor this day, this week, my life. I'm only going to say yes to what makes me feel joyful and alive. I'm only going to participate in really good, positive conversations and energy. I'm going to buy myself fresh flowers. I'm going to have a wonderful cappuccino. I'm going to listen to beautiful music on my way to work. Everything is going to be in alignment with my calm, best self. Therefore, you're with this higher vibration. This love is really emanating from you, therefore attracting more to you in a really epic way. Like, this love is just going to stream in a beautiful way, and you're going to be a magnet for it. Remember, you've got the power to bring in whatever you want. So let yourself shine. And your last card is the White Raven Spirit. Trust the magic. Really trust that all good things are coming to you. And look at this, number 66. It is just like it's on a slip and slide coming down. The abundance, the good news, the job you're seeking, your life path purpose is coming with ease and good fortune. People are being very, very helpful and loving around you. Spirit has your back. Your creativity is soaring. All of these things. Trust in that magic. Really say it out loud. I say this all the time. I trust in the magic. I feel it. Look at this bird. This bird looks like it was dropped in oil, thrown in a friggin' garbage compactor, and like, just, what happened to him? I don't even know. He looks like he has been tested in every medical lab for everything. He looks like he has given his blood so Revlon can make more cosmetics. I don't even know. But trust in the magic. Look at this guy. He's like, I'm going to love a little flower right here. When I first saw this card, I'm like, this poor bird. But we've all been in that, right? Like, I love when I look so whacked out, I look in the mirror and it makes me laugh. You know what I mean? Like, you wake up, your hair is crazy, your glasses are cockeyed, you put your shirt on inside out, you're just going through life, and you're like this whacked out bird, and you're just like, I don't care, I trust in the magic. All will be well, sanity will be restored. And that's what's happening for you. You are protected and guided in this beautiful silver light of love and progress that's going to help you really, really seek out your dreams and be successful in them. Group 3, beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, hola, hola. How are you guys? Thank you for tuning in, and all my links are down below. I have spaces left for the full moon eclipse readings tonight. I do them tonight, right when the sun goes down, and I get them to you within 24 hours. I love doing this very powerful energy, very insightful and electric, just kind of on a larger scale. And I like to work with that energy because it's really conducive to getting the finite details of things as well. So love and light to you guys, and I'm going to go upload.